We've had 2 nights of single-digit temperatures, and the leaves on these plants are definitely frozen solid. The question is, will they survive? They're frost hardy, so it's not the leaves that are the problem, but the roots. Now, these plants have good proximity to the house and a small overhang that should help keep the temperature just warm enough that these will survive. Let's check back in when the temperature goes above freezing and see how they do. So it's 2 days later. It's already 36 degrees. It's going up to the mid-40s today. You can see that the leaves are no longer frozen solid. They're soft. They are a little bit wilty. So the most important thing now is to add some water. This is the mistake people make in the winter, forgetting to water their pots at all, because they're going to need some water to help revive those leaves. And then I'm just going to go through and clean up anything that's totally turned brown and is not going to revive. And then we'll see how they do. So it's now been another couple days, and the plants have had a chance to revive. It's actually a 60-degree day in January, which is unheard of around here. But you can see that the Dusty Miller is looking great. It's revived fine. The Creeping Jenny, I've cut out a lot of the brown, and it's already has some new growth, so this is going to look just fine. The Carex is looking good, of course. It looked good through the whole freeze cycle. This is a brown Carex. It's called Toffee Twist, so that is the nice color it's supposed to be. The only thing that isn't looking great is the ornamental cabbage. This is Pigeon Red. It's did revive. The center leaves are doing fine. They are firm. There's new growth in the center. So it is going to survive, but there is a lot of dead growth around it, and I don't necessarily like the way that looks. So I can just trim it off, and we can see how it looks. It may end up with a long blank stalk, but these are still fairly small, which is why we like the Pigeon Red cabbage in pots. It stays more compact. So once I cut the dead leaves off, it may still look good. If not, I might pull it out entirely and replace it with just a decorative item, or even a silk flower, if I could find something that wouldn't look too out of place with my foliage. So remember, if you're trying to keep your plants looking good over the winter, a little bit of shelter and keeping them close in by the house, and sticking with plants that have frost-hardy foliage so that they can recover after a freeze. And you should be able to keep these out all winter long.